So this is a video series I normally do on Patreon, but I decided, you know what, this is too good. I want to do it here on YouTube. And that is non-comic lineup. What is non-comic lineup? Non-comic lineup is where I take a comic book team and replace it all with characters outside of comics. That's the long and short of it. So you won't see any Marvel, DC, or Image characters on here. This is just a list of characters. This is just a team taking on of a bunch of characters taking on the role of the Legion of Doom. So here we go with non-comic lineup, Legion of Doom. These are the characters I would pick for this team. So starting off, who is the leader of this group? Like, who would be the one kind of like keeping all these personalities and other major villains in check? Because you kind of need someone with a big personality to like hold the line and hold everyone's ego in check. That's kind of what you need. And I can think of no villain better than All for One from My Hero Academia. All for One is intelligent, and he's got the power to back up anyone trying to be an upstart with him. I'm pretty sure he would understand that like bringing all of these major personalities together would probably be a calculated risk. So he would have to be like, constantly on everyone, keep everyone on their toes, and also keep the others from like trying to unite against him. And I think he would have the firepower to like hold his own if need be. So my pick for the leader would be All for One. Next up, we have Demona from Gargoyles. Demona would act as the team's like occult advisor. Well, one of the two. But she's immortal. She's a master of technology and magic, and she also has a lot of money behind her as Dominique Destine. So obviously, having her on this team would be a no-brainer. Much like Demona would probably join this team on the grounds of these guys. I don't trust these guys, but if it means furthering my goals, and I could just kill them later, I could just outlive the lot of them. So. So Demona would be a great addition to this group. Yeah. So Demona is Demona. I also think Demona would be a lot of, again, financially she would bankroll this team. There is someone else I have in mind that would really like bankroll this team. But Demona also has a plethora of technology, resources, and occult knowledge to really be to be a great asset to this group. I think out of everyone, All for One would keep his eyes on her the most because Demona is incredibly intelligent. She's devious and always scheming. And if there was anyone on this team who would really make a big play to usurp All for One, it would be Demona first and foremost. So I think All for One would keep his eyes on her the most. Anyway, moving on to our next member, and that is Mephiles from Ultraman. Mephiles would be a fascinating villain because he brings all this cosmic knowledge with him. He also is incredibly powerful. But I think he would work as powerful as he is. I think he would understand what All for One is trying to do and be like, okay, I'm in. So Mephiles would be able to Mephiles also can grow to giant size and just start wrecking shit left and right. So Mephiles would be a major asset because, again, he brings all this cosmic knowledge. He's also, again, another intelligent villain and would also be more than willing to work with the others as well for his own gains. That's kind of what villains do at the most part. So Mephiles is our next member. Our following member to that is Heihachi Mishima from Tekken. Heihachi would be the big bankroller, thanks to the Mishima Zaibatsu. Heihachi would absolutely be fronting the bill for a lot of stuff. Demona would also be helping, but remember, the Mishima Zaibatsu essentially has a lot of money tied into, enough money to buy countries. That's how much money you're looking at. Heihachi is also a powerful fighter. If he gets cornered by the heroes, he's just going to be like, cool. So which one of you wants to get your neck broke first? I think All for One would tempt Heihachi on the grounds of, hey, we're going to build a world, and we'll help you get the devil gene too. So I think Heihachi would be like, yeah, if you can help me get the Devil Gene, I'll be 100% behind it. Anyway, there's our next member. Following that, we have Xana from Code Lyoko. Xana would be an absolute menace because, as I've said before, Xana isn't just like some Skynet knockoff. He is a credible threat. He is an absolute terror when it comes to not just like technology, but also like he can just possess people. He can just do that. He could just possess someone or possess an animal and use it as a spy or possess anything and even become like gas and things like that. He can just be whatever he wants. And Xana can always calculate a proper victory. So I think that Xana would be utilized as kind of like to devastate the to devastate like technology across the planet and allow this Legion of Doom to like carry out their will however they see fit. So that's how so there you go with Xana. Next up, for our next character, we can only describe him in one word. Yes! And that is Lord Thanquol. Lord Thanquol, much like Demona, would be the occult member of this group. He's the one who would be utilizing magic. I think people, like, I know everyone thinks Thanquol is a giant freaking idiot, but the thing of it is, he's actually kind of powerful. Like, I don't think people realize that Thanquol is actually one of the most powerful magic users in the old world. Thanquol just is seen as an idiot. That's the difference, is that Lord Thanquol is Thanquol the Greyseer is just seen as a moron, because he kind of is. And I think, like, All For One would kind of try to utilize his ego and also his stupidity against him. Because Thanquol would be the one who would be outright trying to usurp the Legion of Doom, whereas Demona would be more like careful and calculating. Thanquol would try it every 10 minutes, but the thing of it is, All For One would just be like, this guy is an idiot. He's easy to, like, utilize a power against. But again, he would need that power because Thanquol's just that dog. He's got, or should I say, that rat. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is pretty much my version of the Legion of Doom. All For One, Demona, Mephiles, Xana, Heihachi, Thanquol. There you go. That is my Legion of Doom right there. But you guys tell me in the comments below, who would you have in your Legion of Doom? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in Multiverse.